That's not trolling. Is that what we learned from that? I'm sure it is probably worth making the legendary armor better, chat, but we'll get to it when we get to it. We don't need it yet. Okay. King goblins. The worst part is I'm pretty sure this size camp won't give me a legendary. Ever. They're already rushing us too. It's interesting. Maybe they can break them quickly. It took us a season, Matt, to figure it out. We did spend one season basically testing like 10 different types of ways to kill goblins. This is the best way I came up with. So it's a bit of both is the answer to that. It's not the worst thing ever, but it's also, no. When you get huge amounts of them, it's worse too. Possible to target the goblin shaman first. No, I see how he's in the background. I can't get to him where he is right now. And you can't, again, this is part of why this fight is so annoying, is you can't move forward, right? Like you can't move in any sort of formation because half your guys get rooted every turn. And when they get rooted, it takes either half their actions or often their entire action and between 15 and 30 stamina to break out of it. So you can't really move. I've tried all the variants where I run down the fucking line and then all the goblins use puncturing weapons. So even if you get some guy in like 400 armor who like you give him the one necklace that makes him immune to goblin rooting and you run all the way up the side, they just get punctured down. At the very least, he ends up with like 2 7-day wounds or 3-day wounds or whatever. And in the very worst scenario, he dies. So it's like, holy crap. It's just like, meh. It's not worth it. I need a cav unit, like a wolf rider. If I had my own wolf riders, maybe. Seltzers in reserve get XP. No, only the guys in the fights get XP. I don't think puncturing effects need to be reduced. It's not my complaint. My complaint is this fight doesn't make a lot of sense doing any of. This has been the most efficient way I've found to do this fight. We're gonna do. I haven't decided what we're doing with that 400 piece. Why didn't I immediately apply something to it? Because I don't know. I don't know what I want to do with it yet. I haven't seen all of the other types. For example, is it kind of cool? Would it be good to have like a line of guys that the first hit does no damage to them? That seems pretty like a pretty big buff. This is like a pretty powerful ability. You can cycle in people who are unhit to take no damage from the next attack. Is it worth having that? Do I just want more raw armor? Do I need more than 400 raw armor? I mean, like sure, like a monolith, but do I do it to a mega? Do I like give it to like someone whose whole job is just to get punched in the face as hard as possible by as many people as possible? We'll see. Some options for it. Oops. they're going to be fleeing after this round. We'll see. Try to get a little experience out of it. Tried to break free 6 times and failed. Yeah, it's not a bad idea putting on archers versus like orc warlords or something. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different things you could do with it. No, they're not running yet. I mean, someone's getting wounded. Yeah, I don't know how light I want archers to go, though. I mean, is it really that important? I mean, let's see. I don't bring a lot of archers versus orcs, so we'll see how it works out. This is part of playing this DLC again, right? Let's check it out. See how it works. Amazing shooting. I'd really like to get... I want its club. I've been carrying around these wooden sticks. I want real clubs. Yes. I don't know, sometimes I wonder about the advice too. Like, I don't know what difficulty chat plays on all the time. Like, sometimes I feel like I get advice for people playing on different difficulties. Because, like, some of the stuff that people suggest works for them just doesn't work for me. Did you drop your club? Yeah, you did. Good man. The latest club out there. It's over. The goblins. How about some more legendaries? No? You gave me salt? That does seem like a typical goblin reward. Have some salt. Alright, there's the club. The gnarly staff. Can't remember which of this shit sells for like absolutely nothing. I think it's this stuff. 200. Pretty bad. Alright, I want that. I want the arrows. I want that. Junk in my inventory. I think I might be done with these iron will potions. They're just gonna hang around in my inventory forever. Alright, let's go. Plethora of goblin wolf riders. Sounds fucking miserable. No loot. No reason to do it. Just injuries for everyone. Sweet. Kind of want to bust that camp. I'm also looking for the one that we've heard about. The one to the west over here. Like the High King's Lair or something. Guardian Keep. Fortress Remnants. Was it Guardian Keep? Man, I hate that it doesn't tell us what's in there. Cruel Stalker's Garrison. Two-handed maces, that one. Well, I thought I was supposed to get some countdown thing where I had to kill so many. Alright, we have level ups anywhere. Level up on Billy. Billy hit 11. He never rolled above a 1 on a melee skill ever again either. Poor Billy. I mean, he's done great as a hybrid. As an early game character, he's done absolutely phenomenal. Problem is, what does he do after that? So we're going to try the Crippling Strikes Executioner build. What was the last one we were going to take on him? Like, probably Nimble, I guess. Alright, something like that. And archers are good. We do need to level another archer from scratch. Another excellent roll. Do I want to take the resolve or the stamina? Stamina. Perk wise, where are we at? Brawny's pretty good. Okay. And are we just gonna dive in? Probably. Okay. Don't know if my armor was repaired or not. I think it was. Oops. Let's find out. Alright. Oh, we have high ground. That's nice. Could have gotten a lot worse. Yeah, we can get another crossbow. No. No random events. You hoping that random events will give me benefits in this game? I'm happy where we are right now. Not being rooted seems fine. This is a pretty monstrous upslope they have to take too. Underestimate goblin power. I'm killing him for the last like 4 hours. Headshot. I always feel like the game bugs out when it lands. There's something about that animation that makes me think the screen is frozen. So you don't think like crippling blows would be good there? Like we caused no damage to him. Or no wounds to him. Applying poison to my bows. Yeah, I've never been very impressed with poison. Never been very impressed with any of the stuff that I can apply. It doesn't seem to have enough impact for what it costs me in terms of the tempo of the fight. You know, what you give up in those first couple rounds to apply that, and the impact it has always just seemed very disproportionate to me. Same with like cleaver bleeds. It just never seems good enough to me. Like, yeah, I could put a cleaver bleed on him. Amazing. Alright, let's kill that one. Get on that guy. I think they're done, but we'll find out. Yeah, I wish I could. I mean, again, the things I'm worried about, and what I haven't actually seen too many changes to them. The new content, I haven't actually seen a lot of it yet. I like the addition of crafting materials. I think that's kind of cool. I like the idea there's new enemies out there, although right now I don't see why I would ever want to tackle one of the new enemies. They seem dangerous, which is good, but they don't seem to give any loot, which is fucking bad. But what I'm worried about, again, is that the same classes. I'm still recruiting farmhands, hedge knights, sellswords, and hunters, and that's basically it. There's a couple, like, kind of classes that are right on the borderline, like bowyers. I never had to know how to say that. Bowyer, I think it is, but I'm not entirely sure. Militia got a little buff, I heard. Squires are pretty decent. I guess caravan hands. But there's like 10 classes out of like 50 that you want to recruit. Still. I haven't seen massive changes in builds yet. Like, I know I'm using some of my standard builds, but I'm looking for builds that make more sense than the builds I have. I don't know. So, still deciding what I think. Wildmen are very decent. Yep. Yeah, there's like 10. Can I not hit him from here, really? Oh, he's 2 down? I can hit him from there. Yeah, it would be nice. I don't know quite what that needs, but it's also the same stats. Like initiative is still a garbage stat that you can never use. Resolve is still like get to your bare minimums, and it's still like super important to like basically always dump into whatever your attack skill is and whatever your defense skill is. I don't know. I don't. It's not like I'm hating on it. I'm enjoying it quite a lot again, but I'm not sure that all that much has changed. I'll have to see what the other fights are. And again, the late game might be entirely different. And that's kind of where I'm hoping to get to. Early game has been the same. It's been farm bandits, work through reasonably difficult fights so you don't get wrecked by everything else. And then get to where we can have a stable rest of our game. Have not tried the new fencing sword because it's not available in the early game. And it doesn't seem powerful enough that I'm spending a ton of money on it when I'm still working out money. Maybe when I have infinite money, or rather when I'm in the very late game, I can do something with that and then be interested in it, perhaps. Alright, another goblin crossbow, which is good. What more garbage do we have in here? Those are pretty garbagey. That's pretty garbagey. My inventory is getting a bit full though. These don't actually sell very much. Alright, let's try that. I'm still waiting for whatever west of this was. I haven't found 2 more work locations that we are capable of destroying. Any level ups out of that? Nope. Okay. People are getting a bit salty. They're not in these fights. Look at them. Salty that they felt useless in reserve. Alright, how are we on supplies? We're still okay. What is this? Grotesque tree. I swear to God, if this is just a random fucking fight that spawns without scouting again, I am... You stand at the edge of a forest clearing, and the sight therein beggars belief. A trunk of a human body runs up out of the earth like a slender tree, naked and bristling, goosebumps for bark, continuing upwards until it's twice as tall as yourself. There are no branches, there are no hands, there are instead a series of human heads bound in a bunch where a tree crown should be. From left to right, they are babyish and beautifully present, ambiguously sexless, malformed creation of time. It's... what? From left to right, they are babyish and beautifully present, ambiguously sexless, malformed creations of time, it seems. Wow, this sentence. Where the shadows they themselves author turn their faces from one... that's not a sentence. This is a run-on sentence. If these are fucking witches, I'm killing them for this sentence. Holy shit. Okay. Do I need to get the hell out of here? Let's see what this is. Bizarre creature straightens up. The elder. Yes, here. Yes, him. We know him. We knew. Okay. Drink, little, heal, all become one. Yeah, let's drink a little. What could go wrong? Gain a water skin. Okay. What does it do? What if my inventory is full? Do I not get that? There it is. Worth 2,500. Will remove all temporary or permanent injuries, as well as old, addicted, exhausted, and hangover traits and status effects. And it's consumed. It removes old, chat. Alright, we need to get ourselves a sword master. We want that. We could use this to save Billy from his broken finger. But fuck that. We're getting a sword master. Nice. Alright. Well, I guess for a run... I mean, if they're going to give me something cool for a run-on sentence, I'll try. I wanted to read that to you guys, but, like, trying to parse that sentence is literally impossible. Doesn't look very good. Rangers base camp. Okay. They all bitterly disappointed yet? No, not really. They've kind of gone back to normal. What are we getting rid of next? The orc shields, I guess, and the goblin shields. Okay.